Last season, this team finished 1-15. This season, I have them finishing 3-14. So not a huge jump, but a lot of changes definitely have taken place in Jacksonville. Obviously, the number 1 overall pick, Trevor Lawrence, comes to town. Urban Meyer decides to head down from Ohio State on retirement. Obviously, Tim Tebow's in town. So that's another big headline for this team. But some of the things I expect to remain the same and why I don't have them make it a huge jump is the strength of schedule is one thing that concerns me when I look at the AFC South as a whole. The NFC West is going to be part of their schedule. AFC East, a lot of tough games that I think are going to be very tough for a rookie quarterback, rookie head coach to really overcome. Even going to face a team like Denver with a team like Vic Fangio, I think it's going to be a tough game for a Jacksonville Jaguars team that's still learning. Some positives to look at if you're the Jaguars, there are some great pieces. Obviously, I mentioned Trevor Lawrence, Travis Etienne, Laviska Shenault, DJ Chark, guys that you can really market and get behind as a franchise, as a team, as a state. And I think there are going to be a lot of positive things. There is going to be a lot of sunshine for the Jacksonville Jaguars as things progress. Your thoughts on the Jacksonville Jaguars?
I like them. I try not to be biased on them. I feel for them. They lost a lot of key pieces on defense, though. And I think you hit the nail on the head. We literally have to go through some really tough teams. I think 3-14 is a fair estimation. I think they can maybe split a game with Houston. I think they play the Dolphins. So there's a couple 50-50 games where they can go through. And I think a lot of that's going to have to deal with what Trevor Lawrence can do coming into that. He definitely has the capability. I mean, we got rocked by Joe Burrow last year. You know what I mean? So it's like they can come in and like kind of take over and do those games. But I definitely see them last in our division as well, too. I think it's definitely a big rebuilding year for them. It'll just be interesting to see if they can do it the right way.
One of the more unique things, obviously, for Urban Meyer and Trevor Lawrence is going to be the fact that they have to lose some games. This is something that these guys haven't had to do a lot in their college careers. At all. There was that insane statistic that Trevor Lawrence, including his high school career, had really only lost 2 games. And then Urban Meyer, you look at Ohio State and what they've done, obviously running through the Big Ten, what he did at Florida, running through the SEC, the toughest conference in college football, and even going back to when he was at Utah, doing well in the Mountain West. The guy's just been a bona fide winner every step of the way, and he's come into a league where parity happens. You're just going to lose games. Even the best teams, no one's going 16-0. No one's going 17-0 now. So the thought that even just losing, I have them losing 14 games, that's going to be more losses than these guys have combined between both their careers.
That's pretty amazing statistic when you hear it that way, but it's going to happen. I do not see them honestly getting above 5 wins. Yeah, it's going to be a rough year for them, but it's going to be interesting to see what he plays like in the NFL, because it's always one of those, you think someone can kill it, and then you see them with the pros, you're just like, oh, okay, that kind of humbled them a little bit, or all right. So it's going to be interesting to see, man, for sure.
I'm just waiting for the ESPN highlights of seeing Trevor Lawrence throw to Tim Tebow. That's really what I'm looking for, especially this preseason. They haven't even officially named Trevor Lawrence the starter, which I think is kind of silly. We all know he's the starter. But
who's back up, Minshew, or is he gone already?
Gardner Minshew, he's there. In fact, the man hasn't taken a shit for 2 weeks because number 2 is not on his mind. That's according to him. What a lovable character. He's going to be that next Ryan Fitzpatrick that just kind of sticks around the league, starts for a few teams.
100%. He is the next Ryan Fitzpatrick, man.
You're just going to say, oh, Gardner Minshew starting for us? Yeah, okay. Yeah, we can win a couple games. Yeah, every now and then. But I think that covers the Jaguars. Obviously, a lot of reason for optimism, but this team is still a work in progress.